Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah Pavan.
And I'm Adam.
And today we're watching Yuri on Ice episode 9 called Yuri versus Yuri the Horror, Rostelecom Cup Free Skate.
The names always get me.
They're giving us a nice synopsis, yes.
My burning question to you is, so Victor's dog died. He's leaving for the competition. Yuri is fighting for a spot in the Grand Prix final.
Yes.
And Victor has asked his former coach to coach him in this event, which will dictate whether he qualifies or not. How do you feel about that? Like, as a professional athlete, what is your take on that?
Well, Yuri encouraged Victor to leave because
Fair.
he missed the death of his own dog. So he wanted Victor to go. Would I want to be coached by somebody else who does not have my best interests at heart? No.
My instinct in this situation is that Victor just leaves and calls him before he skates.
Yeah,
like,
I think that's probably best.
I don't think you insert, I'm going to say, a foreign entity into the routine of competing.
Well, especially because the coach has it out for Victor. He wants Yuri-O to qualify, not Yuri.
Yeah.
So, like, he has no reason to have any type of integrity in this situation.
No, zero. This was a head scratcher for me. Like, I get emotionally leave, do what you gotta do. That's the most important thing to Victor. Like, I can understand that piece of it, but just Yuri will be fine.
Yeah, well, he's found his new, like, groove.
Spice.
Yeah. He is currently sitting in second. He skated very well.
Yeah.
Yuri-O's grandpa didn't even show up, which I thought was pretty sad.
Yeah.
And he was pretty angry at the beginning.
Do you think he was hiding in the stand somewhere?
I feel like Yuri-O would have known if he had been there.
Given the history that we've seen so far, I thought that was really strange.
Yeah, it's just sad to me that he didn't go. So, but Yuri-O still held on to third.
Yeah.
So they're fighting for the final 4 spots. 2 guys have qualified already for the Grand Prix final. So it is all coming down to this skate. And of course, Victor's not there.
Well, let's see what happens.
I'm so excited. Here we go. Yuri on Ice episode 9 is coming right now.
ビクトル、今すぐ日本に戻って明日1日だけユリのコーチ変わってくれないか。は？とにかく緊急事態です。わかんないことは何でもヤコフに聞いて。困った時はハグすれば必ず助けてくれる。
Just hug him and he'll help you.
離れてても心はずっとそばにいるから。そしてビクトルは日本に戻った。ユーリ対ユーリ。恐ろしやロシア大会フリースケーティング。
今朝の公式練習ではヤコフコーチと会話がなかったようでしたけど。
大丈夫です。ビクトルとやってきた練習通りやるだけです。
なんでヤコフの活動引き受けんだよ。
ユーリ、お前のじいさんが来てるぞ。
Okay.
じいちゃん、具合悪いんじゃなかったの？
いいから食え。
これはカツレツとスクランブルエッグと白米。
Oh.
カツ丼ピロシキだ。それを食べて今日のフリー頑張れユーラ。
That's so cute though.
ビクトルがいない今優勝するのは俺しかいない。全てが俺に味方するはずだ。グランプリシリーズ最終戦ロシア大会男子フリー第2グループいよいよ。
Alright, here we go.
それぞれがそれぞれの思いを抱いてグランプリファイナル進出がここで決まります。第2グループ1
That look great. That look great.
チェコのエミル・ネコラ18歳。曲は映画アナスタシスより。テーマは最高人間やめました。まさにそのテーマ通り4回転を4本組み込んでくる人間離れぶり。
4回転サルコー綺麗に決まりました。
見事です。
I can get behind this.
続いて4回転のコンビネーション。
4回転トーループ。
Wow.
この
私はミッキーの応援がなくてもグランプリファイナル決めるわ。だからミッキーも私の応援なしで勝って。
In the tank. Goodbye.
さあ次も4回転です。4回転
This guy's nailing it.
His difficulty score must be really high.
But he's doing it all pretty early. Just saying.
女は私が全てじゃないのよ。もっと外の世界を知って。
わしはサーラ以外の女はいらん。サーラがおったからスケートに専念できてここまで来れたんじゃ。
Too bad.
一人にせんでくれ。頼む。
強くなってミケーレ・クリスピーノ。愛がなくても私は滑るし彼氏も作るわ。
2位以上ならグランプリファイナル進出の可能性があります。
ああいう明るいだけのチェコ男がいいんか。それともむっつりスケベそうな日本男がいいんか。
What?
イタリア人なのに暗い男はダメなのか。
4回転ループ見事に決まりました。ここまで4
First of all, she's her sister.
全てのジャンプがノーミスです。
あいつ人間じゃねえ。
疲れた。
Little hair flick.
Oh gosh.
予定でしたがセカンドをつけられず転倒になってしまいました。
やっちゃったな。
トリプルされた。
まだまだ。
Wheels are falling off.
Too ambitious.
チェコエミル・ネコラの得点 189.15 合計 271.5
First place! Shocker.
サーラ、今日はリンクサイドで見送らないんだ。
ショートプログラム5位イタリアの22歳ミケーレ・クリスピーノの登場です。さあフリーで逆
It's tough to cut somebody off right before they have to perform. I feel like there could have been that could have been handled better.
さあどこかでわしのこと
The sibling relationships in anime, like the boy girl, is just so weird to me.
4回転する。
少し元気ないかな、ミッキー。
I love the sparkles on the outfits.
Ooh, a triple combo.
3 jump combo.
わしのこの気持ち。
トリプルアクセル。
練習と違ってすごく柔らかい滑りになってる。まるで別人みたいね。なんかあったの？
愛。ミケールのスケーティングには行き場を見失った愛が感じられる。
My sister.
サーラ、生まれてからずっと一緒だった
Are they twins?
There's regardless. No, I mean,
男の子はなんでサーラのこといじめるん？
サーラが可愛いからじゃ。あいつらはみんなボコボコにしちゃる。
またデートに誘われたわ。
ボコボコにしちゃれ。誤解せんでくれ。わしがアホなだけじゃけ。
Well, at least he knows.
サーラ、お前のために滑るのはこれが最後じゃ。わしの愛もここで終わる。これがわしの真実の愛じゃけ。さよなら、サーラ。
トリプルルッツ。
is he gonna soar into first place?
Obviously. But not a ton of quads, so not a high difficulty.
But he hasn't fallen. Okay, I don't have a brother, but you have a sister. Do you think this dynamic is weird, or is it just me? Well, I've been like, I had this issue when I watched Spy Family.
Okay.
The sibling relationship between Yor and Yuri.
So-
I couldn't get over it.
I mean, my sister is 8 years younger than me, so I was always the protective big brother. This seems strange to me.
But people have been telling me that this type of sibling relationship between brother and sister is very common in anime, where you almost feel like the brother's in love with the sister.
Fair. So I guess probably the better comparison, you have two cousins who are...
Oh, I have twin cousins that are boy
Yeah.
and girl, yeah.
I definitely understand the bond. Like, those two are closer than anybody. They finish each other's sentences.
I would say that it's more of like a best friend relationship.
100.
Though. You definitely don't get the like, and both of them are like married in relationships.
Yeah.
So it's like you don't get the like love, the obsession feeling.
Well, so it's interesting. I mean, coming from an outside perspective, they at sometimes when you watch them interact seem closer than they are with their significant others.
Really?
From like
Oh, I
a,
didn't-
and again, not from a plutonic standpoint, but there's
Platonic.
That's what I meant.
Pluto, the planet, never forget. R.I.P.
There's just so much history there that they've done everything together. So yeah, it's interesting, and they use the word love, and maybe that's a translation. Like maybe there's different Japanese words for how that feels, but I can understand the sentiment of, okay, you're both gonna go your own way. You've been that person's person for so long, and now she's dating and whatever else. I can kind of understand that. Whether this is leaning more into like a romantic love, yeah, that seems a little strange to me, but.
I will say from a technical perspective, from his skate, everybody was like, oh my gosh, he seems more mellow in this program than usual. But I feel like it works with the music.
I agree.
Like,
I mean,
it
the skate
seemed
was really good.
It seemed like a sad kind of love song, and so I feel like more of a mellow feel like worked.
Do you think the sister was doing that because she feels smothered, or because she herself was like, this is not how it should be, you need to go your own way, you can't rely on me?
Both?
Both? Fair?
I don't know.
Okay.
He's
Well,
probably
let's see
gonna
what
jump
happens.
into first place, and that's gonna keep
Probably.
happening.
イタリアのミケーレ・クリスピーの得点が出ます。193.24。
Jogger! Woo!
82.89。自己ベストを一気に20点近く更新。
Wow.
Little heartbreak goes a long way.
Oh wait, mixed messaging, girl.
今まで見たミッキーのプログラムの中で一番かっこよかった。私のこと考えて滑ってたでしょ。
Wait,
ごめんね。さっきはひどいこと言って。でもよかった。やっぱり私たち離れてた方がいいのよ。あ、すぐに始まってる。じゃあね。
seems like mixed messages, but I don't know. Oh,
おいヤコフ、ジャンプの構成を変えるぞ。前半4本は前半2本にする。
後半に6本ってことか。
そうだ。
死ぬ気か。
risky.
なきゃ JJ や
What? But okay, so the sister thing is interesting. We're gonna go back there one more time quickly. That whole thing did kind of confuse me, because it's not like you're gonna cut your relationship off completely. You're
Just like
siblings.
stopping obsessed with me.
Why are you so obsessed with me?
I agree that it was probably kind of confusing for him, but it is what it is. I like this move by Irio though.
Really?
He knows what
He's
he has
sitting
to.
in third place. Didn't he finish on the podium? No, he's sitting in third place. I feel like he did well in his other one.
So here's a question for you. If you thought you were capable of beating people you were competing with, would you be satisfied being in third?
But the goal is to just get to the Grand Prix final. It's not about necessarily going into it with a #1 ranking. Like, I feel like getting there is like the objective, and then once you're there, then like...
I think that's a fair point, but I think there's also a mental component of, I'm capable of this, everyone else is doing it, I'm going for it here.
But he's never done it before. Like, that's so... He's like 6 jumps in the second half. Even his coach was like, excuse me?
Excuse me?
But what difference does it make if you do it here and fail, or if you do it at the Grand Prix final and fail?
At least you're at the Grand Prix final.
Yeah, but so what? He's giving himself, I'm going to practice it here and hopefully make it, and then I have a shot to win at the Grand Prix final if I can do this.
I think it's risky.
I don't disagree that it's risky, but I like the move. I like the confidence. Oh, last
Whoa.
place. Yikes.
The Czech guy legit fell. That guy just lost his balance.
選手権での活躍が期待されます。地元ロシアでの大会、ショートプログラム3位。
Little baby.
Grandpa's there.
すごい声援です。
He looks like a girl there.
シニアデビュー最初の金メダル。絶対ここで取る。
He's taking advantage of his
団長バレ
young body.
振り付けは元ボリショイバレーのプリンシパルリリア・バラノフスカヤ。ユーリ・プリセツキーのシニアデビューのために心臓破りで有名な 高難度の楽曲を用意しました。シニアから解禁した4回転は2本。まずは最初のジャンプ。ショート同様しっかり決めてきました。
Flames on the skates.
Yep.
気合入りすぎじゃない？
そう、美しくマイナス。美しさは圧倒的な正しさ。強くても美しくなければ意味がないわ。
息つく暇もない鬼のようなステップ。よく平気な顔で。
そろそろ疲れてくる頃だな。
But he's still got a bunch of jumps.
きつい。
後半にジャンプ6本入れる気？
行くぞ。後半ジャンプ。トリプルルッツ。4回転を3本入れてくるカツダンと4本入れてくる JJ。トリプルフリップ。
I like that he's calling him pork cutlet mole.
あいつらに勝つにはノーミスは必須。
Don't say that.
さあ、そしてここからこれをシークエンス。もうあんな言い方したくねえ。
ロシアの15歳ユーリ・プリセツキー、注目を浴びる中でのフリートップに立ちました。はえあ
ロシア大会でまた一緒に表彰台に登ろうな、ユーリちゃん。
Channel that anger, baby.
演技後半に入ってすごい気迫です。
My heart is racing. Whew.
Man, if he pulls this off,
So it looks like he finished second in this first competition.
ラストのコンビネーションジャンプ。これがユリオ。トリプルアクセル、シングルループ、トリプルサルコー。
Dang.
シニアデビューとなるグランプリシリーズロシア大会、プレッシャーをはねのけ圧巻の演技で地元ロシアの期待に応える。
Looks like you were right. Hate to do it, but I'll give him a clap for that. Dang.
took a risk and it paid off.
I just always think of worst case scenario. Shocker.
You do. Well, and I guess I also think about it, for me, he's 15. This is his debut. Like, he has a lot of skating in front of him if he chooses. Why not let him push his limits and see where he can go? He has no expectations to win this.
Yes, he does. 100%. He has said, I'm going to be the Grand Prix champion.
I get that. He has expectations of himself. But in the skating world, if you're the new kid coming up, yes, you're going to ruffle some feathers. Yes, you're going to say, I'm going to win.
Tara Lipinski won a gold medal at like 14.
I can't argue with that because I don't know my figure skating history. I'm just saying I like that decision for him where he is if you're looking at his career path and trajectory based on his age relative to his competitors.
I still think that he has expectations, so to take that risk could have made it just explode.
Yeah, fair.
He's probably going to win.
I agree.
So he will for sure get into the Grand Prix final because he looked like he came second in the first competition he was in. But like, it's so funny how he like ends up getting angry during a lot of his skates, and just like he doesn't really stay in character. The anger like always seems to like win out for a flash, you know?
Don't do it.
Who does that remind you of?
Oh no, she did not.
Me, you're saying me?
You play the best when something happens and you get angry.
Yeah, but I'm also not there trying to be in character or like be,
Yeah,
you know,
fair.
artistic.
I was just purely thinking about it from a channeling emotion to performance standpoint. And different people channel different emotions to engage
I don't think
in their
anybody is
performance.
shocked to hear that like I get angry.
We always used to watch Sarah play. I would sit with her coach or whoever else I was watching, and there would be a moment, whether it would be an athlete saying something through the net after a play, or a ref making a bad call, or something happening, and you could just see it in Sarah's eyes. And as soon as that happened, we knew she would win. That was the don't poke the bear. And honestly, people who played against her knew that as well. People would say, like, don't talk to Sarah, don't do anything, let her play.
Just
like,
a full-blown psychopath over here.
it works for you. And you could see it. There was another level, and we're like, we're gonna win now.
He's not wrong. But I am a psychopath.
Sweet but a psycho.
I don't know if he'll ever be able to replicate that.
That may be true.
The nod from Grandpa.
He's not caring. Oh boy.
I was like, perfect. He shut out all the noise. You got this. I'm nervous. Gosh, the sparkles.
シングルになってしまった。やばいやばい。落ち着け。落ち着け。どこでリカバリーすればいいんだ。ユーリって考え事してるとジャンプ失敗するよね。今日から俺はお前のコーチになる。グランプリファイナルで優勝させるぞ。なんで僕の気持ちを知っていたんだろう。ビクトルが来るまで。僕は絶対金メダル取りますなんて言えなかったけど。
It's scary.
しょうがないなんて気持ちで滑ったこと一度だってない。ここはしっかり回り切りました。去年のグランプリファイナルだって本当は金メダルが欲しかったんだ。ユーリは弱い。
He gave you confidence.
みんなもそう思ってるだけさ。愛を知って強くなった僕をグランプリファイナルの金メダルで証明します。ビクトルが僕を信じてくれたからここまで来れたのに。グランプリファイナルに行けずに終わったらこれは両足着氷になってしまいました。ダメだ。今は考えるな。バカか。頑張っ。ユーリ、グランプリファイナル進出決まったら余裕だな。俺の応援もよろしく。ユーリ、行くわよ。
He was gonna cheer for him. Oh my gosh.
死にそうだったよな。ユリオより僕の方が体力あるんだよ。バカ。ビクトルが離れててもそばにいてもどうせきつさは一緒。トリプルフリップ。シンプルに考えろ。このプログラム僕より魅力的に滑れる人間はどこにもいないんだ。トリプルアクセル、シングルループ、トリプルサルコー。トリプルリッツ、トリプルトーループ。ビクトルと僕で作ったこのプログラムを世界で一番愛しているのは僕だ。まだ終わりじゃない。
Yeah, baby.
ビクトルと金メダルを取ってから終わる。勝木優里、氷の上でしか表現できない愛が
His love for Victor.
に込められています。
Ouch.
He's not perfect, but he's really.
惜しいけどビクトルがいたらって思うと超痛いよね。
He only needs to make it.
Yep. Did he forego all the quads?
I couldn't tell.
I feel like they were only saying triples.
今までで正直一番きつかった。
おい、せっかくビーチャーが作ったプログラムを全く生かしきれたらんぞ。なぜジャンプが失敗した場合の想定で練習やったくなかった。
ビクトルと同じだ。
全く考えておらんか
キスクラ説教大会。勝木優里の得点が出ました。
Third?
72.87。
Oh no, there's one more to go.
現在第3位です。グランプリファイナルの可能性はありますが、最後までわかりません。
思ったより点数出た。ん？どうした？
スパシーバ。ビクトルはもうすぐロシアに帰るよ。
So if the Canadian skates better than him, he doesn't make it? Is that
I'm not
kind of-
sure how everybody's scores work out, but like Yuri did he come second in the first meet? I feel like he needs to podium.
Yeah, I'm not
And
sure.
this guy was first going into it.
Yeah,
I really think that he turned all of his quads back to triples.
he may have.
And he was a little wobbly.
I understand that. Your routine is off, your coach isn't there, you're by yourself. He's feeling pressure to qualify now that Victor's not there. I thought he figured his way through it pretty well.
I mean, compared to what we are led to believe his attitude was like in like the last season, I feel like that showed more mental strength than he is used to.
Yeah. Listening to that dynamic, I couldn't help but think your main job as a coach, or one of your main jobs, is to give your athletes the confidence to compete. And even though Victor is a new coach and just figuring out, he was able to give Yuri confidence in a way that he had never had before. And that's really cool to see.
Yeah, I love him. I love them. I hate this Canadian guy. I'm sorry. Like,
Is that because you're Canadian?
no, you would think that I would like him because I'm Canadian, but just he seems like a real douchebag.
I was wondering if it was the way they were portraying Canadians. Like, do all of the Swiss hate Christoph and like how he actually, oh man.
So let's keep our fingers crossed here, because if Yuri doesn't make it, I'm gonna lose it. Okay.
We're hoping for 2 falls.
At least headbutt the boards or something. I don't care.
待ちくたびれたぜ。みんなもそうだろ。曲はパルチザンホープ。有利勝つき、ビクトルが君を選んだところで、君はキングの器ではない。フリーを見てよくわかったよ。キングは JJ だけ。
Wow,
Oh, he got
that's some height.
serious height.
予定している4回転は4本。ジャンプすべてを成功させると全選手の中で一番高い技術点となる構成で挑むフリーです。さあ次は4回転3回転。
And pickle jinx.
4回転トーループ。トリプル。
Never mind.
今年初戦カナダ大会ではロシアのユーリ・プリセツキーを抑え連覇。去年のグランプリファイナルでは3位。ビクトル・ニキフォロフ不在の今シーズン、スケート界の新たなプリンスが誕生しました。違うね。俺はプリンスじゃない。すでにキングだ。ビクトルの世界選手権5連覇を止める英雄はこの俺 JJ。そう思ってこのプログラムを作ったのに、まさかビクトルが休むなんて。俺に負けるのが怖くなって逃げたんだろうな。
I don't think so.
ビクトル・ニキフォロフ。
He wasn't thinking about you at all.
Interesting, different people's mindsets.
ママ、最愛の恋人、偉大なるカナダ国民、そしてスケートを愛するすべての人々のために捧げます。こんなんじゃ愛が足りねえよ。4回転ルッツ。すべてのジャンプを難なくこなすだけじゃないぜ。すべてのジャンプが演技全体に溶け込んでるだろう。トリプルフリップ、シングルループ。
No, no!
Man.
これが JJ だ。最後のジャンプは4回転。ここまでノーミス。行くぜ。4回転トーループ。
So do we think Victor or Yuri's gonna squeeze in there?
I think he has a chance. He might squeeze in.
2戦合わせたポイントはミケーレと勝木が同ポイントか。
同ポイントの場合、中国杯が2位だった僕の方がギリギリでグランプリファイナルへ行ける。
Wait, why?
He probably has a higher finish.
But we don't know what Michele finished in his, do we?
グランプリファイナルへ進出する最後の6人はほぼ確定していたこの3人と高得点で優勝を決めた JJ、 2位のユリオ、そして
ああ疲れたの。
明日の女子フリー応援に来なくていいからね、ミッキー。
応援くらいええじゃろ。
またすぐキスクラ来るでしょ。ユーリ、グランプリファイナルおめでとう。
Oh, he did?
いけると思ってたわよ。
サーラ。何やって
Ugh. So because he came second in his first competition, the other Michele probably finished lower than second.
Like third and third. My guess
so
is...
their total from all 4 skates was the exact same.
Yes. And then...
Even with the point and the decimals? That's crazy, okay.
And then I guess the higher finish is the tiebreak.
Oh my gosh, he didn't make it easy on us, did he?
Sometimes you gotta squeak in to give yourself a chance.
Well, shoot, I was saying that same thing about Yuri-O, and you're like, risk it, worth it. And I'm like, he just has to get there, and then now you're saying the same thing.
Well, but I think it's different because they're in different places in their careers. Yuri is figuring out his mentality. He has the physical tools, he has the stamina to do it. He lacks the mental capacity to do it. And he was given adversity with his coach disappearing for one of his 2 competitions, right? That's tough. So I think he's going to continue to refine. He's at his limit. His program can't get any harder. Yuri-O was missing some of those harder elements and hadn't pushed himself to the limit, which is why I thought it was worth it for him to try and do it. So that's kind of where my thought process around the 2 of them went.
Can we talk about how Yuri-O was like cheering for Yuri? Was about to like just unleash a big cheer for him until the stupid Canadian guy told him not to.
I think this is a case of he secretly likes him, but he also wants to beat him at his best. Yeah, I like that dynamic. That's good.
もうそこまで来ている。金メダルを本気で取りたい。グランプリファイナルがその最後のチャンスだ。金メダルが取れても取れなくても、ビクトルにはグランプリファイナルでコーチを辞めてもらう。そして、ハグ。こんなとこいたのか勝つだ。探させやがって。ユリオか。てめえなんだよさっきの気持ち悪いんだよ。それになんだあのフリーは。お前はビクトルいないから本気出せなかったとか言い訳できるけどな。俺はコンディション完璧で全力出し切って自己ベストなのに JJ にまた負けたんだぞ。カツ丼が俺より落ち込む資格なんかねえんだよ。
ピロシキ？
もうすぐ誕生日なんだよ。ピロシキ？
Oh.
え、ここで？食えよ。
Yes, right here, okay?
ご飯入ってる。カツと卵。カツ丼だ。さあ、俺のじいちゃんの手作りなんだ。うまいだろ。フースナーだよ。ビクトルに話したいことがいっぱいあるよ。何から話そう。
Is he okay?
Waiting for him at the airport?
Oh. Oh, I'm like kind of. Oh my god.
Wow.
Ah, little teary-eyed. I wish he would never retire because he wants to be together forever.
Not to ruin a sweet moment, but how was the dog there?
He made it back in time, saved his life.
Dog was choking for a
Got
long
those
time.
buns out of his throat. But wasn't Yuri planning on retiring after the Grand Prix final anyway?
I thought so, but maybe he saw.
I'm like, just stick it out, be together forever.
Maybe he saw Victor and changed his mind right then and there. Maybe he's going for another Olympics.
Ooh. Well, the goal is accomplished, heading to the Grand Prix final. Now
You've got a
the
chance.
He put himself in a position to reach his ultimate goal.
I'm curious what Victor's thoughts were on him being his coach. Because they both said I've had thoughts about how to make this better, and Yuri's was essentially just be my coach, and Victor has clearly had some time to think about it. So I'm curious what his, maybe revelation is the wrong word, but how he thinks he can help him. So
I wonder how much time they have in between now and the Grand Prix final, because if everybody's like working to peak for that and like be at their absolute best, I wonder how much time they have to like really fine tune their programs.
I was thinking the same thing. I was curious.
If you know, let us know.
I guess we'll find out.
This show is amazing. I love it. I'm so sad that there's only 3 episodes left.
That's crazy.
Like, can we just keep it going forever?
1 training session, short program, and a free skate. Here we go.
Seriously.
No, I know.
Oh no, it's too predictable, but I love it at the same time. I like knowing what's coming. Please let us know your thoughts. Does anybody hate JJ as much as me? No?
This is your Canadian show.
Nobody? Okay, great. But yeah, we'd love to hear your thoughts, so please let us know down in the comments below. And as always, we'd be so excited if you would like this video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for more Yuri on Ice coming next week. Bye!